Hello everyone, it's Dylan from Yugioh Everything, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh video. So I make a prediction video like this for every Duelist pack set. If you don't know what the Duelist pack set is, they pick one attribute and usually 3 or 4 characters get support for that attribute. So for instance, the last one was Duelists of Explosion, which of course was the fire set where we got support for O'Brien, Soulburner, and Alito. And in May of this year, it's just been confirmed we are getting Duelist Pack Duelists of Brilliance, which is going to be the light attribute set. And I am going to go ahead and give you 5 characters that I think could be getting some support in this upcoming set. Let me know if you agree with my predictions, and let me know if you think I maybe missed some obvious ones. There are a lot of duelists that used light attribute decks, and so I just had to leave off a few that probably are very popular. But without further ado, I'll explain my reasonings. Here are 5 decks that I think could get support in the set. Hope you all enjoy. Number 1, Sayu Arcana Force. I think there's a good chance that Sayu is going to go ahead and get some more Arcana Force monsters. Arcana Force is very interesting. They're obviously based on tarot cards, and I believe we are missing like 10 or 11 of them. So I would love to see maybe 5 or 6 monsters actually get some cards in this set. Arcana Force has always fascinated me. I really do love luck-based decks. Of course, those luck-based decks usually in Yu-Gi-Oh are not very good, but I really did always love like the coin flip gimmick and controlling the coin flip. I know Arcana Force is kind of a meme archetype, but I would love to see all of the other tarot cards get actual monsters. Also, I know the characters don't necessarily need to be brilliant, but I feel like he was a very smart guy. He could see into the future, so I feel like the term brilliance even kind of maybe plays into his character a little bit. I just feel really good that we are going to get Arcana Force in this upcoming box. Number 2, Ruka Ancient Fairy Dragon. If any of the remaining signers need new support, it is Ruka. She is like the only one that I feel has not gotten any support recently, and I feel like her Ancient Fairy Dragon could use an upgrade. I know Ancient Fairy Dragon is a point of contention for people that play the game because of its effect being able to be used multiple times a turn, and so yeah, I do think that like it's time we get an upgraded version of this monster. Obviously, do not make the upgrade of Ancient Fairy Dragon broken and game breaking and FTK enabling, but it would be cool to see Ruka's deck get some support. I feel like at this point her deck is like the kind of most like barren. I think this is probably a reason because of the history of Ancient Fairy Dragon, but I think it's finally time to give her some well-deserved cards and support. Number 3, Duman Star Seraphs. So this is interesting. I do not think we have gotten any new support for Star Seraphs in a very long time, and I do believe that Duman is going to be coming to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links in the very near future. I don't know if that maybe means that they feel they need to make his cards or make more support for his cards, but I do believe that Duman, or Durbe, whatever you want to call him, is going to get support in this set. I just feel like this kind of works out. I feel whenever there's a deck that has not had support in a very long time and the anime character was pretty decently relevant, it's like this is the set where it's a perfect time for them to get support. And let's just look at the last one, the fire set, Alito. His Baryon in Arms Alito, and you could argue Durbe was maybe even more popular than Alito in the show, or more important. You could argue it. They're kind of at the same level for me. Alito got support in the fire set here, so Baryons can get support in this set. I think it's the perfect time to give Duman support, and I do believe that Star Seraphs are going to get added on before he comes in Duel Links, and maybe because he will come in Duel Links in probably the next year or so. Number 4, Aoi's Eisen Trickstars. I know Trickstar support is probably giving people a lot of anxiety because Trickstars were obviously a very, very good deck during the Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains era and is still a pretty tricky deck to go up against. I do believe that we are going to get additional Trickstar support in this set. I think it's decently possible. Obviously, I did put her just outside of my top 3, but I think if they wanted to have an archetype that is or has been meta at one point or another, I think Trickstars is an archetype that maybe would get people excited to purchase this set. Obviously, you don't want to have cards that are all just, you know, rogue or not really appealing to the meta level players. Like in the last set, obviously, we had Soulburner and Salaman Greats get some support. I feel like Trickstars could play that role in this set, and I think Trickstars have a somewhat decent chance to get more support here in Duelists of Brilliance. Number 5, Zane's Cyber Dragons. Much like Trickstars, I feel like Cyber Dragons are another archetype that would get people very excited for this set. Cyber Dragons are one of the most favorite and appealing archetypes ever in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! And so I think that Cyber Dragons getting support, getting a new fusion monster. We've seen new Cyber Dragon fusion monsters over in Rush Duel, and they look really, really cool. Maybe import some of those works into the OCG TCG, or just give them new XZ's monsters, or maybe make like a Cyber Dragon Synchro. I don't know, do something crazy. Another Cyber Dragon Link, perhaps. I know we have the really good Link monster for Cyber Dragons. Maybe give them another one. I think that Cyber Dragons is one of those like all-time classic decks. I'd put it like right below the Blue Eyes Dark Magician tier of popularity, and I think much like how Trickstars might get meta and competitive players that played Trickstars back in the Vrain's day interested in this set, I think Cyber Dragons would do that to an ultimate degree. The reason I have them at number 5 is because truly they don't really need the support. I think all the other decks ahead of them probably need the support more, but because Cyber Dragons are so popular, I could absolutely see them being in on this set. A couple of honorable mentions. Melodious got support recently, so obviously I do not think Melodious and Yuzu's deck is going to be getting any additional support in Duelists of Brilliance. Thought about having Asuka's Cyber Angels. I can see that, but she's probably like 6 or 7, so obviously just missed out on the top 5 here. And then Blue Eyes White Dragon, you've always got to mention as an honorable mention. Has the same effect as Cyber Dragons. It's a deck that obviously does not need any more support, but if you want to potentially get people to buy it if there's new Blue Eyes monsters, well, that's a reason to put them in. So those are my 3 honorable mentions. But guys, let me know your thoughts on my top 5 picks to get support in Duelists of Brilliance. Again, Arcana Force, Ancient Fairy Dragon, Star Seraphs, Trickstars, and Cyber Dragons. Let me know if you agree, disagree. Let me know what you'd like to see and what you think we will get, because those could be 2 totally different things. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll talk to you in the comments, and I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, guys.